second time you went back to sleep, how good it was.
Yep, you're just like, oh, this feels so good. Now it gives me like the shakes when I wake up.
Yeah.
You know, because me don't.
Brian, I'm not gonna have to give you any more information this coming week because of the district government.
So we'll send it off to her. So we should be good. I took everything, like some of the stuff you put, some of the stuff Lance had mentioned, and just kind of shot it over to her, so. I just think it's funny, you can't find her. But somebody made a valid point when I was laughing about it. And it's like, imagine visiting every club and everybody finds her as a joke.
Yeah.
That could get kind of, if she's a volunteer like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Probably not really fair.
Fine.
That's what I thought too. Who are you? You're nobody special. I don't know how that one. How well that
You're
one.
just here temporarily.
Yeah, exactly. Like the rest of us. But
I've got, Eileen's inspiration. Yeah. It's the easy read, the one.
I don't think we're gonna meet our, the attendance we had last week.
Yeah, I don't know.
yep, we need Anthony, I guess, to speak more, right? Pack him in.
Yeah, let's have him speak every other week.
Yeah.
I say we just do that president for a Friday, and he could just do it for the rest of the year.
I think.
Not me, but that's good. I don't care how they come, right?
Yeah,
If we have to bribe them, tell them there's a chance of winning $100. And we
but
use.
you said Kyle break yesterday.
I like Kyle. He's a pretty cool kid. But the whole point was just trying the same thing, figure this out, because when these people join and then they don't do anything, I'm gonna use the guy from like the distillery,
Yeah,
seen hide nor hair.
Oh, $12.
Yeah, and that's hey, here's the deal. At the end of the day, I don't care, but I don't, in my mind, want to say, okay, we have a new member. There's no offense, you're probably just gonna be like that. If you don't get
and we haven't given him his badge, so maybe Eileen could reach out to him and he would be here next week and we give free badges.
Okay, cool. We need to, I mean, the biggest thing is find out what people, I think, in my opinion, find out what people want to do.
Yeah,
And then we can tell them what you want to do, where in our club would you align? And if you're not sure, then pay attention to find what you do want. So, but he's pretty cool. He taught school. He was a teacher in Shanghai
yeah.
and then somewhere else in Taiwan.
You want to put the camera up?
Sure.
Before.
I just didn't know how. Oh, okay. I was paranoid because I'm like, end up bringing up Mother Down.
It was,
Okay,
so,
and then, of course, we got the best time of year. I absolutely love Christmas. It's already started Christmas music.
Dude. So, love Christmas, but you guys are free.
It-
Every year it seems to be earlier and earlier.
Oh, yeah.
My neighbor's got Christmas. I have like 7 neighbors. My neighbor have Christmas lights.
Oh, see, I listen to Christmas music, but not like religiously now from after Halloween.
We always like the Sirius. We have Sirius,
Yeah.
so we just put the Christmas channel on and it plays.
Well, you don't have to, you're not stuck having to listen to it for a couple songs and then you're done. But yeah, no, the people that leave Christmas trees all year round. That's a little strange to me. Like, I mean, I like Christmas, but good night, nurse.
I bought the. So I bought I spent like $1,000 on the Dovey
Oh yeah,
permanent lights.
yeah. How do you like those?
They don't think that.
See, I love that idea.
They're permanent and I can change them for different, they change colors, so you can do.
You can do Seahawks even if you want.
4th of July, I did, yeah.
Where's this at? In your home?
Yeah. I disconnected that way.
That's okay. Yeah, I
So your neighbors don't get after you and everything?
No, they're like mounted, like they're, they're under my eaves, so you don't see them.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea.
just I had to paint my house, so I might have to take it all back.
Oh, well,
I didn't, I kind of.
you do it so you can take it off and put it on. Well, luckily you don't paint your house all the time, right? So you turn the camera on just to make sure.
Get like the top, gotta get that. Wednesday. Work.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Weird. That's your camera.
Let's see. HP.
Get everything ready, I'll send it to you. About.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I bet. There we go.
I have to.
Lori, I have a ransom letter that I meant to give to you for Fred and the cat. That's it. No, I brought him this, yeah, so absolutely.
Except for Steve doing. Really cool. He's about to be close, so when I started that, fix some calls.
That's happened, we, 40% of our.
Oh. Wasn't, the only time I ever voted was when the father was running president of the movie theater. And we had moved into our house. We moved into the house about 2 weeks after the election. And that's the only one that I've ever missed. We do local elections, everything, you know.
I think I've missed one time. I can't tell you why.
This,
I know I don't miss, I get selected for jury duty all the time. Sometimes I want to, I'm not gonna vote anymore, because if this keeps on happening. I never make it.
I know they got,
I made it once, but I've been selected like 5 times.
I got selected it during COVID.
Yeah.
And they made it over the course of the week after I was.
Oh.
Okay. Yes.
Morning.
there's the one guy,
Sheriff. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't need you, sir. That's a crime. That's a crime, I need to correct those, my coffee.
oh, geez. So what's it gonna do? What's it gonna kind of melt away or?
Does your car make coffee?
Yeah. Oh, that's what he's working on.
On the back end, there's a company that makes this food shaped exactly like it.
Oh.
And so it just plugs in the back so I can like sit here and get get all the water, Gatorade and Baker's Mark. Do you remember the lady that was in chamber? That man, who wasn't like a broken bed, who has a personal training company, trainers that work.
Yeah. Probably find it out.
Yeah, if you can find it, when your line goes to it somewhere.
Yeah.
In the middle of the meeting, shoot me a text. 'Cause
Okay.
I was racking my brain. I know a young man who's trying to start a training business.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
But, I want to learn more from her, because she seems like she's got great business.
Yeah. Yeah, let me think of,
Like, like, EE, like, you know, kind of,
Gosh, yeah.
like, just, it's like, people that just want to be fit, not like.
Rochelle, turn around and watch that, when I start.
Wellness, that's very shameless.
And that's, so
It's.
In a book. Okay.
so we did
Yeah, no.
start.
Yeah, it's like what the celebrity do and then here.
Yeah. I
They just come in and live with them and do whatever.
think I'm crazy spending, $40 a Priceless.
Yeah. Somebody's not gonna cheeseburger out of my hand, why? I mean, I don't have the information, and it's like.
Yeah, I need the class to hold these accountable.
How's it going?
I'm gonna throw away that, everybody.
I'm awake, I'm just tired.
No. To go into the truth, I was on a long trip and I ran out of clothes.
Okay, so.
I bought underwear, like six packs of socks. Either that or do laundry and I
You
didn't.
can always pull the underwear inside out. No.
So,
I had a buddy, we're all sitting around a campfire at Carol, that's it. I asked the guys, I said, if you could do one thing that is not for your family, you can't prevent an asset, anything. Best. Something. Guys,
Yeah.
Every day. Every day.
Whenever, you just let me know.
Package, and,
Oh, great.
so one of the other guys, Bob sent me a picture, he says, look what I got for Jataro, and I found like some deal, get like 100 socks. And he's like, it's not a lifetime group, they'll get it started.
Yeah.
That's how you cultivate contentment. Not the $3,000 thing, but
Oh, that's right. No, I guess it's- Yeah, you are. You only for the winners, what do you got here? Is it?
We try to make it possible.
On this side.
What is that?
Used to have a place out of Vegas. I used to work in the winter. One of those, yeah. Next to the call of security. Hey, funny.
Good morning.
Why can't we just do it? They don't do it. Oh, yes. And I was talking to him, I was telling him about little interaction. It's also playing. Oh, how are you doing? Yeah, I just need that. Peace out. Oh, everything is good. We're gonna start calling you. Well, you're going to the immigrant, right? On stage with officers. Yeah.
Hey, I'm right. We go through. So right about 8. Robert, got it. Let me get you to sit here. I just don't, let me look at the computer, I'll tell you what email, because I don't have a clue. And I am super like, oh yes, chili cook-off we're doing. I'm super tech challenged. So when, as far as getting it all going, you're good. Okay, good, because I am not. Like, I honestly, I'll mess the whole, man, I mean, honestly, with the exception of just this, that's it. Let's see, what is this email address? It is, secretary. And I'll just, secretary at Lake Stevens Rotary. Oops. There it is. Stevens Rotary, and I think it's just .org. So it's like stevensrotary.org.
You're sending it now.
Yeah, I want to send it.
Yeah, because if it goes to Kendra, Kendra may send it to, we have another info at it. So, and that's not pulled up. Again, I'm so tech challenged. We have an info at, I don't have a clue where the sign in is. This one's just always on the computer, so.
That way.
Through this door, down to like, let's see,
And I got a good friend. Okay. Yeah.
How many minutes do you?
Yeah, so you're right.
30 minutes, but
That's good.
just know that nobody, we don't care if you go, we're not trying to walk out. You know what I mean? So, okay. And then
That presentation.
she's emailing it to Secretary at Lake Stevens, which is the email that happens to be up
Yeah,
here.
and if we can just save it. Then
Yeah.
I don't have.
Yeah, do a typing.
I do, I'll take pictures.
Okay.
Presentation.
That's fine. That's fine.
I can spell Kenya, but I don't know about anything else.
At least you will say, I have seen a bit of Kenya. If you see me, you've seen a little bit
A
of.
little bit of it. Just make sure we refresh and see where it is. Excuse me. Sometimes firewalls, but we'll
Your
see.
club meets early in the morning, 7:30.
Yeah. That way we all can get on our day.
Yeah.
And there it is. Okay, so you know how to then move it over or open it up and stuff and share. Let's see, but here's the deal. If you don't,
Maybe we download it.
I know if you, I know. So and then you can share the screen, but nobody's on Zoom, so you don't have to worry about sharing it with them. So yeah, so what I'll do for now is I'll lower it. For now,
Yes.
I'm gonna lower it down, so it'll be down on the bottom. It'll be right here. So, but I'm gonna lower it down for
So
now.
when I'm speaking, maybe I will need someone to keep doing because I will forget. You will help me to, you will be
To
here
click
with
it?
me. Yeah, you will help me.
No, we have a click. Oh, it's okay. We're a club that's gonna, it's full of listeners. I'm find a little clicker. And you just. You need us to.
Yeah.
I just, I appreciate it too. That's me.
It's okay.
I know you're like. Trying it on, see how well. I was gonna play the Rocky music. Look, you're standing in front. Let me see it. I want to see it. I have to have the belt against this. All right.
They all looked at it.
And Nick does it if you want to. Good morning, everybody. Morning. Right. Ready to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please, Paul?
Yes. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I love that. I love that old pledge. All right, the four-way test. First. Second. Third. Fourth. And fifth.
Is it fun? I'll call you up in a minute, in a few minutes. All right, so. All right, so today, November 7th, 1990, the #1 song was Praying for Time by George Michael. I don't have a clue what that song. I meant to play it, so I remember, but I don't have a clue what song it is. Let's just, anyway, so the #1 movie, anybody want to guess? Think about what time of year it is, where we're getting, what movie do you think?
Home Alone.
You were right, Home Alone. 1990, November 7th. He spent a youth at home watching TV. You know, he was. Were you old already? Would you like to talk about that? I mean,
It's a therapy, sir.
well, we're all friends. You know, we're close friends. Okay, so our speaker today is Jacinta. I'm not gonna be able to say your last name at all, so I apologize. She's gonna be talking to us. She's got a presentation. And then she brought Debbie with, Debbie, you're with the Linwood Club, is that
We're
right?
both in Linwood.
You're both in Linwood Club. Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, so they're gonna talk to us and get us to do something, I hope, some kind of project, so that we can help with. Who clapped? That was a low. All right,
And this is Debbie France.
Debbie, I'm sorry, say it one more time.
Debbie France.
You're in place of, is that? what you
No, we are here because she invited.
said? Oh, on
Made
behalf,
the connection.
okay. That, and I saw an email come across, but I didn't read the. I told you I saw it come across. I didn't say I read it. I just said I saw it come across.
You know, is it the truth, right? So there you go. Let's see, birthdays, we have no, member birthdays, but spouse birthdays. Kim Rasmussen's birthday is on the 7th.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Rasmussen, today. Here's a UFC fight, last name Rasmussen. I think I would go.
Well,
And, you don't know where that's gonna end up. Let's see, anniversaries of Paul and Kristen. Did you guys give each other?
We
high five?
did, just usual anniversary gift, very crisp. High five.
High five.
18 years running, yeah.
That's all we did. That's the way to do it, man. There's a.
That's the cheap way to go.
You really love that your wife's okay with that, though.
Yeah, that's.
You know, I mean. No rotary anniversaries, you know, let's see, and then.
Well, but I wanted to still live with you, so I'm not. invited.
it does.
Dude, it's a good thing she's not here. You know this is being recorded, right? I mean, it is on board, so,
You too.
it can, yeah, everybody can go back to see it. And it, once it's on there, it never goes away. So visitors, you're not technically a visitor anymore, Thomas. But there you are. I was looking for you. I was like, here. So want to introduce yourself again, just so.
I'm Pierce again, was Bellingham Rotary and moved down to Lake Stevens with my wife as well. So big wife day, I guess. And,
Do you have the same house?
same house. Sometimes she lets me sleep inside.
Here's,
Yeah.
high five too.
That's right.
See, Mary's class. Okay, so reports, treasurer's report.
Yeah, everything's looking really good. We are going through a little bit of transition. The First Financial Northwest Bank is now Global Credit Union. Having to do some paperwork on that, but everything else is looking good. So thanks, everybody.
Past president. One.
We're all good, but I think I probably have to bring a joke every time. So at least I have some, take up some space.
Yeah, exactly.
Different joke.
Because we put you down for 3 minutes.
What do you got Tuesday night?
3 minutes.
Oh, Tuesday night we have our running fireside. stuff.
It's not literally where you run, you just go. No run.
Did you say you're performing the chili cook-off?
Yeah, I'll text it to you.
All right, President-elect.
Let's do material.
Getting ready to go to Free Pals in a couple of weeks up in Surrey.
That's exciting.
Hope they get back across the board.
So.
Yeah, getting across is fine, coming back. A little different. Secretary's report?
Board meeting on Wednesday, the 12th, at Sherwood. And then, we have a few members that are gonna go to the District 50/50 Success Seminar tomorrow morning. At Shawano.
Yep, foundation bond.
I did answer your email just before I left. So last year we collected about $5,400, which is $114 a member. So with our goal of $120 a member this year. And then I am still contemplating going to the seminar tomorrow. So early though. It's 8:30.
Well, get an Uber so you don't have to drive. Who's fine? So coffee's made for it. So international, Linda, Chris. Got anything?
I don't have anything on our regular meeting. I'm happy to welcome these gals here though, to make the presentation for Kenya. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Something really quick. They keep sending me the letters from the students. I'm so proud of myself. I brought all the empty envelopes.
We can at least. Now we have proof they exist. All right, so public relations, so. Rochelle. Close enough.
Don't call him Brian.
Okay,
Call me Brian, Brianna.
Just on Friday night, it was super fun, the kids were amazing. Lori and Mike brought down Fred, who was a huge hit this year, and then we had our newest member, Jinx, who is a cat in a pumpkin that pops up and down that the kids were fascinated with. And so thank you for that. Let's see. On Sunday, we have our chili cook-off, which, we've got a bunch of people registered, but I'm not sure who's bringing chili. And I just need to know so that we have enough outlets and spoons and all the things. Are you bringing chili? You are? Cedric, are you coming?
You're out of town company.
Are you bringing?
John's protesting because she said it was rigged.
Whatever, she should like.
Reimburse them. I'm just kidding. Don't. It's not the truth.
So we're gonna have the Cardinals Seahawks game on the big screen, so you guys can, you're not gonna miss that. But we, you know, we'd love to have more chili of the people that are registered. Okay, so that's on Sunday. Then we've got, our Dwellers Drapery Fireside on the 19th, which is gonna be really good. Then we've got, I think we're fully of all the volunteers for cookware, at Festival of Trees on November 20th.
If you want to volunteer, any other stuff,
Okay, awesome. And the people that volunteered for that, please make sure we're bringing some Rotary gear. And then after that, we've got a holiday party on December 6th, it's gonna be at the food bank. And I just need to know from you guys, we'll just do an informal poll. Do you want, heavy appetizers or a buffet dinner? Okay, heavy appetizer. Okay, perfect. Because then all that information will be coming out early next week as to how much it's gonna be. It'll be really low cost this year because it'll just be covering the cost of the buffet. And then we have a very small amount that we're extending for, the Minute to Win It game. So we're gonna be super fun. And then again, that's gonna be a white elephant pink and ugly sweater party. So, yeah, we got, Brian's has some stuff up. And then, of course, we have the blood drive coming up on the 12th, and then, we're doing a Sandstop booth for Winterfest on the 13th of December. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming up. This whole list is pinned to the top of our Facebook page. And then, the website guys have been, putting them up on our calendar too.
Is the Santa Claus something that is the tree lighting?
It is the tree lighting. So Winterfest is when Santa comes to town and Brett lights the tree and all of that. And then Arts and Parks will be there doing their Santa letter mailbox event. And so we're hopefully gonna be positioned near them so we can give out candy, candy canes, whatever, as the kids do their life after they do their letters. Yeah, super fun. So we've got some great stuff. I hope to still put it on Sunday, but please give me a heads up so that we have enough power strips.
What is the requirement for it to be chili again?
You guys do it totally different. It doesn't matter. Whatever you guys want to do is chili. It's bizarre, but yes, whatever you guys do. I didn't know. You guys call chili stew. No, because
I like lots of onions or whatever, because then you don't sort of taste better to you. You gotta have all your ingredients in the pot. That's the only rule. Nice thing.
All right, let's do our drawing. Paul, that's you.
That's happy bucks.
Yep. No, drawing first. That way they can give back the money that they win.
And he wins.
Right.
I'm gonna have our guest. First, I'm asking next and not to back here, since you don't have to hear Brian Bush, right?
Jacinta Silakan.
Beautiful. All right, you're gonna draw one of these,
All right.
and then you're gonna make somebody really happy, everybody else is not gonna like you.
Okay.
Well, one person.
Okay.
What do you got? Last three numbers you wanna read.
486.
486.
That's gonna be Paul.
Hang on.
Sorry, this is, one of my forms of community giving.
Disney?
That's a good point.
Okay, got it.
Okay,
that's me.
Redraw.
Right, exactly.
Nope. That's all right. Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Was this, I wasn't in Rotary, was this a COVID outcropping? Or was this pre-COVID?
That's for me.
That came in right after the urinal.
Let's not even worry about that one.
Happy thought of a good one. You're just happy it's Friday, that would be.
I have some happy bucks. Most of you know that I spent 21 years in Army healthcare. And I know Steve is a veteran. How many other veterans do we have in here? Thank you for your service. You know, as I get older, I really have appreciated more the ability for me to serve our country for those years, and what it taught me and what it trained with me. And I know Steve feels that way. I'm sure you do too. But I'm just thankful that I was able to serve.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm feeling happy that I've created a good work list of, things to do for myself, but things that aren't good. It was a really hard shift, and, I was losing my mind, and it was good I was able to go for a walk, be outside in the rain, got some cold water, did a workout, some, gratitude journaling, and, I'm really thankful for that. Yeah.
Hey, I'm happy it's Friday and we got a lot of cool things coming on. Thanks for your show and everything. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep, happy, my wife's birthday. We're gonna head out. Little week, extended weekend. Sorry when I missed the chili, but people, it is amazing. It's a good time. You don't even have to worry about the rules, just. It's fun.
Oh, and also make sure to wear your cardinal gear. Okay, that's all.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. There's no one about that.
But no, it is a good time, so. Amazing. So.
You can bring multiple chilies or.
That's a good idea. Kind of spread it around.
5 cans of ballot. It was amazing on the Harvest Fest. It was raining. And, Rotary obviously was with Arts and Parks, so we had a good contingent out there. What was really funny, or what was really interesting, there were no sad faces. They were all smiling. Everybody was happy to be there. And it was a good night session. I was amazed that I walked around because I also did a little bit over at the chamber group. Everybody was happy, all the families, and they really came out in a really rotten night. So it was fun to see that.
And it's Friday and to be part of this. It's Friday and I'm happy to set our last festival trees.
So it's either planned or it's not. That's fine. Let's see, I'm gonna reach over.
Venmo, I had a really good trade mission. Everybody, had a good business deal. One person moving out of his garage. They do manufacturing, so it's gonna build a bigger house. That's so that's pretty cool. And, then the German government, they don't pay for it. They're asking to go back over there. German relations, security agreements in the Pacific, so it's pretty exciting. And the Japanese government did the same, so I'll be going there a couple months later. And, the elections went on. Okay, no ballot boxes blew up. Yay! Hey, no white powder, nothing like that. A little glitch though that happened where the total was 105%.
but we got it fixed, so, it's an older system, we're getting it replaced, we shouldn't have no problem. So, that's all I got. It's gonna be better today.
I not only get updates on you guys' life, but on the community as a whole as we do this as well.
All right, I don't know if you guys hear this with this group, but Sherwood just took over the Washington State Fathers Network, which is a statewide program for fathers who have sons and daughters with intellectual and developmental disabilities and special needs. So we are in the middle of interviews and, I'm excited about the prospects and it's a great addition. For a coordinator for the statewide program. There's 12 local chapters across the state. Yeah.
So I've been gone for 3 weeks. Most notable thing that happened to me while I was gone, we were filming in South Central Los Angeles. Pretty rough neighborhood. Main thoroughfare, a bunch of vendors selling everything you can imagine on the streets. There's a van there with a haircut sign up. My crew told me my hair looked shaggy and they talked me into getting into this van. I told the guy, little trim. Apparently in Spanish, that translates into make me look like Mary Lou Retton. Well, I'll be back in about 6 weeks. Well,
So that gonna be and drive you off. I mean, don't.
I got a
get in the
picture of
back
it though, me in a van
Voluntary.
in South Central.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Yeah, I've done this.
So I'm there's a fifth generation Southern California about 50 years ago. And this summer, I appreciate having 4 seasons, because we don't have 4 seasons. So that's good. Very, very good. Yeah, I'm a 5th generation Northern California.
Here, but I'm happy for the bad weather. It's duck season now, so any duck hunter know the bad weather is good weather, so. I'm happy to see that.
That's right.
So I'm happy to be here and to do our presentation for our project. But I also want to say that this club is so fun.
Spread the word, spread the word.
Yes, thank you for having us, and Giuseppe is new to Rotary. She's been a member, what, maybe 6 months?
1 year.
1 year,
Yeah.
1 year. Okay. And we're very happy to have her.
Yes.
So this project evolved from her classification.
Oh,
So she has a story.
right on.
Thank you for having us.
I just on the second area, you said it, harvest film just promoted. I can't tell you how neat it is to see these little kids, little tiny ones. that- Some of them very, very timid, some of them like, stand up. Come up to the booth and smile, it was just great, even though the rain was pouring down, they were wet and their costumes were dripping with water.
That's awesome.
I am, thanks. I'm happy that my shoulder surgery 5 weeks ago went well and I mean, don't judge today's hair. Actually do my own hair. So, I'm happy about that. And then, I'm going to Chile, so I'm gonna miss all these events. But I'm going for a month for my granddaughter's high school graduation, which is on Thanksgiving Day, our Thanksgiving Day. So, I'm gonna have chili before chili. I'll be there. Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, also thank you to all our veterans here. It does mean a lot for most of us if we've done, we appreciate your sacrifices. For me, it's been an extraordinary week of business, and yesterday I had the opportunity to meet with the Canadian consulate. I work for the oldest bank in Canada, 208 years of history. We've been in the US since 1987 or something, but it was all about bringing Canadian companies into the US that want to do business here and their opportunities within banking of how do they do it cross-border. It is unbelievable how many Canadian banks or how many Canadian businesses are looking at opportunities in Washington. And it's gratifying to know that the tariffs haven't eliminated any kind of relationship we have here, because
not just in the aerospace vertical, but in manufacturing and a whole bunch of different verticals that are looking to do business in our state. Because they are so close, because we have a robust and diverse community here and a robust and diverse economy here. And so I walked out of it just so pumped up as a banker about all the opportunities coming for not just me, but for the state. And it's pretty nice to be able to sit in with the Canadian consulate and just sit and, talk to them for an hour about doing business together. So that just made me feel really good. I'm very grateful for that here today.
Happy Friday, and I'm glad to see that Glenn took my recommendation on shoes.
Or, happy that John has selected my recommendation.
The proper way to say your name is Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Just, any new member should actually know how to pronounce her name.
Don't work, we're good.
Last night I got to go to the Paramount Theater and see Shut. I laughed, it was awesome, I laughed the whole time, it was one-liner after one-liner. And there's several that, oh my God, tell Dave that. I will. It was a tough.
Lawrence?
Well, I'm really happy that Tracy came over to the house when I was working on a baby coat for little baby John. And she says, oh, how about if I do a bag for her? And so there's the bag, this is all the same fabric that was in the baby quilt. Oh, it's a wonderful stuff. So thank you so much. And we're talking about a little collab project for maybe next year's auction.
You making the bag?
All right, and, I'm very, well, but, I'm super happy. I'm not like a super redneck day. I'm got a few meetings in the morning, and then I go shooting down at security in the morning. Then I'm gonna go drink whiskey. Then I'm coming home to have dinner with the family. Then I'm headed out to Granite Falls to shoot clays. And then tomorrow morning, Bible study in the shop, Sunday church. I couldn't be happier about it. So.
And do online.
Oh, yeah, no.
Daniel, would you like to unmute and tell us you're happy?
Maybe.
Daniel's in the restroom, so.
Okay.
I'm here.
He came back.
I'm here. Good morning, everybody. I'm happy today because we just got done with our first week of 2 of a food drive at Hagen's in Marysville, just up from our office. And we've got, I think, over 10 banana boxes of food and about $400 in cash donations. It's just good to see how generous the local community is. And it's fun to be out there with my team doing that in the community.
Cool. Awesome. All right. So come on up and talk to us.
You ready? Let's get you. And here's the clicker, if you want.
Well, I'm just introducing Jacinta. So Jacinta is with the Linwood Rotary Club. She joined about a year ago. And during her classification talk, she talked about her community in Kenya, the Maasai community up north, and how they are so desperate for water. But she also has another whole story. She lived there and was a young woman who was married off at 12. And she left her husband. She lived with him for 10 days and then left him and ended up in a missionary, a Swiss woman who had a missionary there. And her journey, so she put her through school. She's a nurse. She's gone through the whole journey, and she immigrated into the United States about 2 years ago and is living in Linwood. And she decided she wanted to give back. So she joined Rotary. And that's how we became friends, is during her classification talk. Anyway, I welcome Jacinta and her story.
So good morning, everyone. My name is Jacinta Silakan. I am from Kenya. A community called the Maasai who live far north. I don't know if there's anyone who has ever been to Kenya. You have, which part?
Kisumu, the Salem area?
Where?
Kisumu.
Oh, Kisumu. Kisumu, it's in the western, among the Luo, the lake, and the fish. So we are in the north, far north. It's very dry. We are pastoralists. We move from one place to another in search of pasture and water. Yeah. So this project is called the Masai Mayanat Water Project. And this is what we envision. When I came in here 2-3 years ago, I saw the amount of rain in Washington, and every day I am. And then just recently, we got a house here in Lake Stephen, just near the Lutheran church. And it's just next to the lake. And again, I am like, I wish so. I did a presentation just like what Debbie said, and there's a big need for water in my community, and you will see why. So for us, this is what we envision. Probably for you, this could have been 50, 60 years ago, you thought of something like this. But for us, something like this is what we envision. Safe, reliable, water that is always there, and you don't have to walk for 20 kilometers. I don't know how to do this. So this is the village where I grew up. This is the typical Maasai home. No windows, no doors, it's just free. And we don't have iron sheets. So it's not even easy for us to collect water during the rainy season, which only rains like maybe once a year. Or we can even sometimes stay 2 years without rain. So that's my village. That's the Maasai culture. That's the Maasai people. We are a very beautiful community. Actually, people call us the butterfly community because we are the only ones who can wear 7 colors of the rainbow, and we are okay. For you people, if you wear more than 3 or 2, but for us, we wear everything, and we are fine. And when Kenya is advertising, its country, so among the things, they say there is the big 5. That's the lion, the elephant, the giraffe, all the big 5s, and then plus the Maasai. That's what they always say. Yeah, so that's the Maasai community. We have a lot of beautiful cultures, but inside we also still have some retrogressive cultures that people don't talk so much about it, like early marriages for girls, female genital mutilation that still happens. And sadly enough, I was a victim of early marriage when I was 12 years. But good thing I managed to run away after 11 days. And I went to stay in the Catholic Church. And that's where I went to school and became a registered nurse. So I got an education because of well-wishers like you. So every time you contribute something, it is not in vain. It goes towards a good space. It goes towards supporting people, touching lives, and making a difference in the world. So I went to school through well-wishers, just like what I said, and graduated as a registered nurse at the middle there. And so every coin you contribute really counts, and later finding love. So that's the lady who adopted me when I was 12 years after I ran away. And later on, I went to stay with her in Italy when she was not well and took care of her until she passed on. So water is life, and water is a very big challenge in our community. And it's one of the biggest reasons for our people to go from one place to another, looking for water. It's a big reason why there is a lot of human wildlife conflict and competing for water source. Our only seasonal river, that's our only seasonal river. And it flows like maybe for 2-3 months, and then after that it dries. So that's our source of water. So we scoop the sand and get the water. That's what we drink. Both animals and us, we share that. And the women have to walk for 10 kilometers to go and fetch this kind of water. So that's how we source our water. That's how the girls carry the water. And along the way, you know, young girls, they experience a lot of challenges while going to fetch water. Others will get, you know, get pregnant along the way and many other things. So the situation is, is even worse when you have a disability. First of all, accessibility. We don't have a lot of equipment. Like I see people here with powered wheelchairs and everything. And this woman has to still walk for the same number of kilometers to get the same water. So not only other challenges in terms of human, but we also experience a lot of human conflict, human wildlife conflicts, and mostly it's about the elephants who, you see that's our home there, and the elephants are just roaming everywhere. And many times, a lot of women and girls, they have been attacked when they're going to get water. And not only the people, even the animals sometimes, they get attacked because either they have attacked a person and then so the community comes and kills it in anger. So yeah. Of course, we all know the effects of not having safe drinking water, all those. And yeah, and on top of that, the girl child, many times they miss school because they have to help their parents to go and fetch water. So you will find that the dropouts, the number of absenteeism in school is very high. So when we are talking about water, it's not only water, it's about all the other components surrounding it. So when we have this project and finally have a borehole and you people say a well, we will provide clean, consistent water to our community. We will reduce physical burden for women and girls. We will retain the girl child in school. We will reduce human wildlife conflicts. We will improve the community health. No more diarrheal diseases, no more admissions in hospital, you know. We'll provide water for not only for the people, but also for domestic animals and also for the elephants. And that way we will reduce the human wildlife conflict. We'll provide safety for women. It will provide safety for women and girls who have to walk for all those kilometers to fetch water. And, you know, they will be okay, they'll be safe. Women can grow their own vegetables and fruits, and it will reduce the infant mortality rate. And you know what? Then we will not need to move from one place to another. And maybe we will have some semi-permanent houses, and maybe we will be able to get, you know, to harvest rainwater. So the women, at the moment, this is what we are doing with the water that they go to fetch, the 10 kilometers. So we train the women to do vertical gardens, and they, you know, from from sacks, so they stick the vegetables there, and this kind of gardening requires very, very little water, and they are already able to get some green vegetables. So you can imagine when they have good enough water. So you see, that's the vegetables they have already with the little water that they have. And that's exactly what is happening. So how can we sustain this project? We said that when we have this project, first of all, the most important thing is the community itself. They gave us the land where we can dig the borehole. And then the other thing, we did a community assessment, and it's already in place. And we are working, we have a meeting, I think on 14th, a Zoom meeting with other communities, with the community members in Mayanat. So they are already part of it and they have ownership. We want to make sure that this project is community led. And every step that we've been doing, they've been part of it. We'll also introduce a small fee for the people to get the water so that we can use this money to do the repairs, and if there's anything needed like a service, then we can do that. We will hand over the project to the community land management committee, and they will take care of the project because they also take care of all other projects in the community. We'll also collaborate with other partners. We already identified some partners that we have collaborated with, and they have supported us in doing the community assessment. They have done and they will train the people on WASH. And also the Kenya Wildlife Service, we will also cooperate with them because of the elephants. In case of any distractions, then this body will come and repair in case there's any damage. We will encourage the community to plant trees around the borehole. This is to hold water, and also they will be selling the seedlings just there, and they will sell it to other communities and to people who need to plant trees. And again, we will distribute our water to prevent conflicts, which might lead to the project distraction. So when it is done fairly, then it becomes easy to manage and everyone will be happy. So the estimated beneficiaries will be 3,000 women, men and children in the Mayanat community. We'll have 2 schools, the Kiwanja Ndege Primary School, and we also have Kiwanja Ndege Special School, and we have a training center that is coming up, so they will also benefit from that. And of course, we'll have domestic and some wild animals will also benefit from it. So we plan to have the borehole and we'll have the shop. It's called a kiosk. And from the kiosk, we will have another trough, like from a distance where the animals will now go and drink their water from. So the people and the animals will not drink from the same place, and that will bring a good coexistence between the two. So the project progress, just like I said, we've already done the community assessment. We've done the global grant application, which is almost complete. We've opened a bank account. We've reached out to more than 30 clubs. This one is not correct. And we've received a lot of positive responses from clubs. We one individual donated 3K. We will be presenting next week on Tuesday for the international committee. And at the moment we have commitment letters from an organization called Impact, Kilindini, Rotary Club, and the Mayanat community. So the clubs supporting until now, it's our own Linwood, we have University District, Alderwood, all this.
So there's
Yes.
2 clubs in Kenya.
Yeah.
Supporting.
Mm-hmm. So our total budget is 117 and 75. We have raised so far 75. It's really amazing. It came up so fast. And we have a deficit of 41,875. Through your support, my community will enjoy clean, consistent, safe drinking water. When I was born, we didn't have safe drinking water. 50 years down the line, we still do not have. So through me and Debbie and all of us, maybe we will have that dream to have safe drinking water. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'm open for any questions.
First of all, I think you're just an amazing individual. Yeah. You've done so much to raise yourself up, and now you're giving back to your people. It's awesome.
Thank you.
The other question I want to ask you is pretty obvious. Is there's a lot of comments in here about women and girls.
Yeah.
What about the men? And I know that's, what about the men? I mean, what role do they have? I mean, you.
So in the community, the men, we are in a patriarchal society, and the men are the owners of the land. And actually, it's just in the last 1-2 years that there was a law that was passed, the Community Land Act 2016, that said that through this act, now even women in my community can own land. And by now, even until now, it's not yet there, because it's a long process for this to happen, because we are in a patriarchal society. So basically, the men are the ones who have the final word. And the reason why I keep talking about women and girls, first of all, women carry the biggest burden. They're the ones who collect water. In my community, it's the women who build houses. It's not the men. The role of the men is to protect the family. It's not to build a house. So the women build a house. The women fetch water. The women go and fetch the firewood. The women cook. The women get children. And in my family, we are 23 brothers and sisters. My own mother had 16, 2 of them passed on. So she has a lot of burden. And so then the men are left to protect the community, the family, to go source for food, to go take care of the animals, while the woman is the manager. So that's why we are talking more about the women and the girls. The boys, they have more opportunities of going to school. The girls, mostly, if there is anything that happens at home, then it's the girl that is pulled off school to go and fetch the water. It's the girl that is, when the animals die and the family have to restock, it's the girl, like in my case, my father's animals all died during the drought that happened. And that is why my dad had to restock. And how? Get one of the daughters out of school, give them away and for marriage, and he will get animals. You get 15 cows and 30 goats. But for a boy, no, the boy goes to school. So there's a lot of disadvantages revolving girl, woman. That's why we are talking a lot about that, but we are not ignoring the men, because they have their own position and they have their own role in this community, which we highly also, respect. Thank you.
What about support from the government of Kenya? Do they help fund these kind of projects? Are they involved at all? Are they an obstacle to doing something like this?
So 60 years after independence, we still say in my community, we are still not in Kenya. We have to drive for almost 50 kilometers, and then that's where we find tarmac. That's where we find electricity. That's where we find development. And that's where we always say, when we reach there, just almost like another 20 kilometers to get to the nearest city, we said we have arrived in Kenya. So we do not have even electricity in the community where I come from. The government is focusing more on the urban. It's focusing more on populations where there are many people. They look at the votes. I don't know if it happens here. The government looks at you not as a person, they look at you as a voter. If they see votes, they will come and bring all the resources. But when your votes are little and few, I don't know if it happens here. Yeah, but until now, not so much.
I know.
All right.
Is, I know they've had.
But just let me just finish. But now when we have a project like that, we always invite them, and now they can come in, you know, a little bit, you know, it's mostly to come and officiate, to cut the ribbon, and they do their part, but not so much. Yeah.
So, he says, I understand there's a Great Green Wall project.
Yeah.
They're calling where they're trying to work out to these other areas. Has that just not made it this far, or what, or is there any integration you're doing with that Great Green Wall project?
Which project?
The Great Green Wall?
Oh, I've not heard about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I will read a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Or maybe you can tell us a little bit about
No,
it.
I just understand it's behind schedule,
Mhm.
as I understand it, but it's a government project that's meant to deploy wells across all of these arid areas, because some of them have to be dug 250 meters deep to be able to reach water. And so but I just didn't know if there was any integration with it, but it's called the Great Green Wall Project.
Yeah, so in our sub-county, I know the government is doing something about water, but it has not yet reached my community. But the plan is one day it will reach there. So when it comes, it will supplement this well. I know there are plans, and they've been talking about it, and probably they have started to implement, but it has not reached there. Yeah.
Well, and they are doing some irrigation, not irrigation, but they're doing. They're
That
building.
was part of it.
So when it rains, they're building these trenches to collect rainwater so that they can have pasture for the animals. And that way it would also, and that's a fairly new thing. And this Impact Kenya, the company the NGO that we're working with, they are part of that. But it is happening in her community, because I asked her about this. And but it allows pasture to grow so that they don't have to go seeking, so they don't have to move. But it's, it doesn't rain that often, so, but they are doing stuff like that, trying to collect the rainfall.
Yeah, maybe. So the nearest Rotary Club is 60 kilometers in the next town. I don't think our community understand much about Rotary. Maybe this is now probably another reason when we have this, and we'll say it's from the Rotary, maybe what is it? And then maybe one day we will also have a club there. Yeah. 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 Yes.
And it does go down, how many meters? It's a very deep one.
Yeah.
Because we have to get to the water source.
So it's already located. Water is located already?
It's by the.
Yeah, we did a geological survey, and they located, it was a little bit hard to get where the water, but they finally got it, and it was very deep, and it will be salty water. It will not be fresh water, so better salty water than no water at all. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
He is not a partner of that.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Have you heard of civil affairs before? As a government, I guess, outreach institution in Kenya before? Have you heard? I was an Army Civil Affairs team leader, and what we did is we deployed to countries that were having issues with stability via civil vulnerabilities, just like water scarcity, electric scarcity, and liaison between the problem and, you know, the host nation government or the US government to provide, you know, local solutions to local problems, kind of like this, because water vulnerabilities and food vulnerabilities equal security vulnerabilities, which also equal for the men and others in communities, radicalization and more towards, you know, terrorist organizations who will use that vulnerability to gain influence over populations and things like that. And I'm wondering if there was anybody that, if with funding everything comes down to funding. And, you know, I understand that maybe the government of Kenya isn't that responsive as most of the countries I deployed to may not have been, but there might be other channels via the civil affairs teams out there that might be able to help you out. And I was wondering if you'd heard of them, and if you're not, maybe I can make a connection. They've got access to a lot of, they're constantly deployed to Kenya. One of my best friends is deployed to Kenya like recently.
Okay.
And this is kind of right down our alleyway. So do you see any security issues that come with, I mean, obviously you talked about the vulnerability of women and girls going to get water, fetch water. Is there any other security vulnerabilities that you see that come with the scarcity?
Yes, because we talked about the human wildlife conflicts. Also other communities, because if there's only one source or very few sources of water and we have different communities, so there is always a clash. So I have, even among us, the community themselves, because I have my cows, I have my goats, I want them to get water first before the others, and then there's always a kind of collision in, and yeah, like that. Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah, I will really appreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, for the contacts. Yeah.
Sure. And one of my classmates from my college is also getting a PhD in, you know, hydroecology and water issues and contact.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
you know, smart, interested.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
Like I said, I've been to Kenya, I've been involved in 2 water projects. If you want to have an influence, very basic influence on people's lives, bringing water to a community is amazing. One of the communities I dealt with, they had a hospital, they had a doctor, a nurse, but they had no medicine, they had no tool, instruments or anything. We managed to put water in there, and it just blossomed because they had all the stuff that it was at the height of AIDS and all kinds of stuff. But being in a remote village, I spent 2 weeks, no water, no electricity. You get to see how people live, and the water they drink is pathetic.
Yeah.
So 60% of the people that went to the hospital, it was for waterborne disease, the most common illness that they have to deal with. So if there's any way to support this, it'd be awesome.
Yeah. Thank you very much. No other questions. And just as I finish, I would also like to tell you that I run my own foundation. It's called Sangida Foundation for women and girls with disability, women and children with disabilities among the pastoralist communities. And I have a home that has 27 children. And these kids, when you have a disability in my community, it's either you are a curse, you are a bad omen, and many times those kids, you know, they're just kind of abandoned, and we do not have all these equipments and services to take care of the children. So we go pick the kids. My own firstborn is autistic severely, and that's why I did that. And so we take the kids, we bring them to the foundation, to the home. We started a home, and we take care of them, we feed them, we do all those therapies and take them to school. So if anyone ever goes to Kenya and would like to go and volunteer, to go visit the kids, or, you know, you are always welcome to. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting, 'cause we can walk into the kitchen there and turn on the water. It's nothing else, right? And it's amazing to hear that kind of thing today, society, right? Like, we take so many things for granted that we can do. We don't have to walk and get water. We don't have to worry about getting hurt. And I think one of the things when the question asked about the men, I think kind of like, well, what the heck are they doing sitting in the lawn chair? You know, I mean, I just can't imagine that. Well, no, I mean, I was about to say, I mean, that's literally when the question was that's what I'm thinking. The women are going to getting firewood, building houses, and the guy is sitting in I mean, I don't know, but it's crazy to me to think that in today's age, that's even going on anything, so.
Because, you know, wild animals, they go look for pasture, they have a lot of drugs.
I don't know, maybe, but, because in my mind, I'm thinking a lawn chair and watching y'all go get water, which is just frustrates me, but, Gary, you said you had Eileen's inspiration? Is that correct?
Being negative only makes a difficult journey more difficult. You may be given a cactus, but you don't have to sit on it.
All right.
I just do what I'm helping to do.
Anything else? Anybody have anything for the greater good? No? All right, go out and divide and conquer.
You know,
Yeah, send an email, I have it. And I was. Yeah, all right. Right, that's what I'm. Like, whatever the district. Right, well, that's what they're short, right? I mean, so. Okay.